I tidied my cabinet out yesterday, and apart from about 36 buttons, I'm not even kidding, 36 handmade buttons that I found, I didn't find these because I always knew where they were, but it kind of made me realise what an overwhelming amount of work I have that I still need to make into cloth swatch books, and I just love it all, and I'm looking through it and I can't fail to be inspired, so I thought I would share it with you today as best as I could. So my original cloth swatch book was made in embroidery school, and it's here. Okay, you've probably seen, you have seen it, I know I've made a video, so this is it. Like that, and then I started another one because I love this one so much. I love to have it in my hand, I love, you know, to handle it and feel this cloth and examine all the details. I'm going to sneeze, just give me a sec, maybe not. Examine all the details, and it's my go-to for inspiration now. I mean, I really want to make some more of these, like oversized huge puffs, and the class I'm doing at the moment, I was referring to this in one of the videos I made for them as well recently. So it's just such a fabulous resource to have. So that's the one that's made, and then I've got all these other things now I need to put in, but I just wanted to share with you that I need to create something like this for. Just wanted to share all this with you because I sometimes think I underestimate how much embroidery I actually have lying around, and I'm assuming that you come here because you love embroidery, so, and I'm assuming that because of that you're going to bear with me because you're going to want to see this. And I'm not saying it's the best work you'll ever see or it's better than anybody else's, but I mean, it's embroidery and I love looking at embroidery, whatever it is and however it's done. So this is one, that's one that's finished, that needs to go in a swatch book. This is another one from the same colour. I mean, each one of these has got maybe one or two things that I particularly love, but I think this one's got more than one or two things because I love this glass beaded edge with the vintage hanky there. And the fact that that vintage hanky is like a double layer, I absolutely love that. I love this. Again, it's vintage. I think I got it in Portobello Road. It's the offer scarf. Okay. And I love this. Well, I love everything. And I love the folded. I love this actually. Let me show you this. Put this away. At the top, these are sequins that I've never seen sequins like this before. Well, they're not sequins, are they? But they like dangle down. I mean, I could be happy just looking at these and playing with them all day. And then at the bottom, hanky corners, creating like a pocket. And then under there, there's embroidery and applique under there. So much inspiration. Just so much to be inspired by. So I often get, you might get it too, oh, what am I going to put here? I've got this space, I can't think, what can I put there? I don't know. I get this out and I look at all these. It's another one. It's quite heavy, this one, because it's got handmade buttons at the bottom. But that's quite simple in comparison to some of them. But the inspiration in there. And then this one, I absolutely love this one. Well, I love them all. This very, very soft lace edge at the bottom. Okay. This. Just that little dangle. You might know I like dangles. Stuff that puffs up this edge. The applique at the top. With the couching. The double piping cord on the edge. And some of these as well, you might remember I've started to embellish the back. So on that reverse seam, I've put bullion loops with glass beads. Have I got anything on the reverse of this one? I haven't managed to get around them all yet, but even if it's just... not on there actually, let me just see. Right here, for example. Buttonhole lace on the edge of that seam, okay. And on the reverse seam there, that isn't visible on the front. It's purely to embellish the reverse, because I do think the reverse, don't always want to hide the reverse, but it deserves a bit of respect. So I kind of like try to add a little bit of respect and recognition to the reverse by doing that. And I've also done it there, at the edge of there. So this is what I was doing yesterday. Well, I do it regularly actually. I was looking through all of these, looking for inspiration. Another one here, this one's got quite a way to go. These were started as a sampling exercise before I started my new class, but they're going to be finished in the same manner as the ones I've already showed you. And this one, you saw recently actually, because I put these on the edge recently, and I've put that other sample on the back there, and this isn't finished yet, that still needs to be hemmed, etc. So I just wanted to share that with you, because I think you can forget, you'll be the same. Have a look round your space and see what you've got surrounding you, and tell yourself that you're surrounded by inspiration and reference and a library of ideas and process, and it's just a lovely feeling to realise. I mean, I've made all this year, I think, not just this, but so that's quite a body of things, isn't it, to have made this year. I mean, look how big that pile is, and it's only going to get bigger because I've got some more, but you can't see them, on the ironing board that aren't anywhere near presentable yet, and I'm working on them more in the class I'm doing now. So the pile's just going to get bigger and bigger, and I recommend it. I recommend that you gather together, even if you don't have any intention of doing this with them, just gather it all together, and it'll make you feel so good that you've achieved so much. I can't recommend it highly enough. So I hope you like that, I hope you enjoyed that. You're getting a lot of videos lately, aren't you? I'm spoiling you. Maybe I'm not, maybe it's horrific for you, maybe it's like your equivalent of a horror night at the movies. But anyway, so I hope you, I mean, look at that edge there, that pile, that edge of that pile sends me into raptures, and I know that it does that to you too. Not this pile, but your own pile of work. Just try it, please try it, and let me know as well. Let me know whether you did discover more than you thought, and whether it did send you into raptures, or is it just me? Never mind.